So,
Do you want? Is this two different questions?
I think this is one question. I think that's one question. We could start with that. We could go with something a lot simpler for the 3 months, and then go with like this for the 6 months, and this for the.
All right, so you do the 3 month one. I haven't thought.
Okay. Well, let's see here. What? Yeah, I think of something. I'm like, oh, it's something easy. I can't.
I have a really easy one.
Okay.
One of the players in the top 8 of the legacy portion.
Oh, I like this. I like
has had a substantially more successful weekend overall than all the other 7 players in the legacy portion of the top 8.
And how you define success by top 8 appearances?
Let's say just this weekend,
just as a suggestion.
One of them had a more successful weekend than the others. Which player are we referring to, and why?
So why is
which player and why?
This particular player successful?
A little bit more successful than some of the other players.
Is it because he played people can say take why. Why is a crooked letter, and you could really take that the wrong way. You know, they could be analyzing what deck he's playing, what certain cards he may be playing as the answer to why.
I told you why just is an unsatisfying.
Why is a bad question. So. There's a creature. He is a creature human, and he happened to have a very successful weekend.
I think you might be a horrible person now.
Why? Are you laughing because I said why?
Yes, I'm uncontrollably cackling like a cackling witch.
It sounded very controlled. It sounds like a very controlled cackle.
Which deck list do we need? Bruce Mills?
We need Bruce Mills' deck list.
So we can speculate as to his sideboarding.
Did you get that question? You good, Jesse? Did you tweet it?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Let them know I'm going to restart the stream since we're having some issues.
Also, because we are having some issues, says Spider-Man. I'm sorry, Snyder-Man.
Spider-Man.
We're going to restart the stream so that you guys hopefully get the audio and video back in sync. So are you doing that right now?
Yep, right now.
All right, resetting.
And we're back.
Wow, that was quick. We're back.
We are back. So I usually do the spiel on the premium thing, but for 3 months of Star City Games Premium, tweet your answer to the question that we just asked with the hashtag SCG Premium in the answer. So
you're so much better at all these operational things than I am, Joseph.
I practice at home in front of a mirror.
The people at home think you're joking. They don't understand the passion that you've put into this process.
That's true. No one will ever understand. So we don't have the deck list yet. All right, well, let's look at David Maddox here. David Maddox, huh?
Some people take stuff like really seriously, I think.
I'm a very sarcastic person to the point where some people don't know that I'm being sarcastic a lot of times.
I am saying that there are people, and some of them are not very fun to be around maybe, and they think everything's very serious all the time.
True.
There are other people who are always fun to be around, and those people are crazy. And there's still other people who are only fun to be around sometimes.
Here we go. Here comes a list.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
Haha.
All right, now we can actually get down to business. David Maddox.
Oh, I have the liar deck list with Emrakul with
yes.
no creature.
Well, we had that deck list already, but
Sensei's Divining Top. I like this. So, Bruce Mills, Throne the Last Troll, Wickerbow Elder. Well, this is Caleb Durwood's deck, right?
I believe so, yes.
Veteran Explorer, so he's got the combo of Veteran Explorer and I believe Cabal Therapy. I was right. Sun Titan, Scavenging Ooze, Deranged Hermit Times Wave? Wickerbow Elder. Read what that guy
Wickerbow Elder is a card from Eventide. I'll speed it up here. It's an Eventide common creature, Tree Folk Shaman. Jeez, I can't talk. It's a 4/4 for a green and 3. 4/4 for 4. Enters the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. You can pay a green, remove the -1/-1 counter to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
That seems like a great creature.
Nice little guy. Like, hey, I'm going to destroy your thing. I'm going to get a 4/4.
Is it common?
It is a common from Eventide, and it's also in an Arc Enemy deck.
Liliana of the Veil. So his disruption is 2 him to Torok's main deck plus 4 Cabal therapies.
I think.
What's he gonna cyber? Choke, Enlightened Tutor, Extirpate,
Surgical Extraction.
2 and 2. Wayline of Sanctity. I don't think that's gonna come in.
I mean, how good is it when somebody says intuition for Hive Mind, and you're like, okay, extirpate your your Hive Mind. You know, I mean, I don't know that David Maddox can safely intuition.
That's an interesting observation. I like that.
Yeah. It's like a thought seize doesn't cost you life, and also gets rid of the Hive Mind from the Hive Mind deck. They could also, they can't safely intuition at all, because you could intuition 3 Emrakuls, you know, like, and then the 2 go to the graveyard, trigger on the stack, extirpate your Emrakuls.
Well,
or
Emrakul can't be
extract.
targeted by spells.
But
so,
in
you know,
the graveyard.
In the graveyard, are you
graveyard Emrakul can be targeted.
Would it remove all the copies of Emrakul?
It would remove all the copies of Emrakul from the graveyard, also from his hand and deck. So
seems like a powerful spell against the party.
Seems like I would want some extirpates and surgical extractions if I'm Bruce Mills.
You have not.
In fact, I would be happy with an opener of black producing land, 2 extirpates and 2 surgical extractions. I think I could probably manage to.
What if David Maddox just doesn't play his intuitions into your extirpates like that?
Then I'm screwed. No, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I could totally see how it could be awesome if my opponent were playing into it. I don't know that it's always awesome.
No, it's awesome if against intuition. He can't safely intuition. That was really my entire point. But
yeah,
got a little carried away.
What's the name
with
of it? Split second.
Yes, so it can't be countered. Really, nothing can't really be responded to. Triggers can happen, so the counterbalance could counter it. So Windswept Heath into Bayou for Bruce Mills, and he says Cabal Therapy targeting David Maddox. He made that very clear by pointing directly across the table. What is Bruce Mills naming? Well, it was Hive Mind, and he got one. And now we see Fetchland, Emrakul, Ponder, Intuition. So the Intuitions are there for David Maddox.
And he already has the Emrakul.
He already has an Emrakul. Misty Rainforest, Scalding Tarn, Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, Ponder, Intuition with some silver marker colored all over it.
I mean, that's a hand where you can just Intuition perhaps for show and tell. Right?
And yeah, try to get the Emrakul.
And then just get the Emrakul down.
So my guess is that Bruce does not have surgical extraction in his hand, because he could have just extracted the Hive Minds immediately, and I would have snapped on that.
David Maddox has produced a $150 bill, using an $18 bill to do so. Who'd have thunk that was going to be a $150 bill back in the day?
Not many. I think they were like $20 when I was playing with them, and I'm like, I'm never going to be able to afford all these dual lands at $20.
Now you have a job.
Yes, exactly. I was in high school at the time. And that would be why I never.
Ponder.
Years from now, same thing. So yeah, David Maddox ponders into a Brainstorm, Ancient Tomb, and I believe it was a volcanic island.
But I really like an Ancient Tomb here, right? There's no clock in play. You just set up the Intuition.
The rock needs a clock.
Intuition straight away next turn. So what kind of clock can he play early on? Veteran Explorer, Scavenging Ooze? This deck has no clock.
It's got Thrun. There's a Green Sun Zenith for Bruce.
Oh, he's going to get Veteran Explorer, and then he's going to flashback Cabal Therapy. It's actually kind of super sick.
Veteran Explorer.
Go summon up a Veteran Explorer graphic, because this is the kind of card that most people
do
not know this one. And read the text.
Veteran Explorer is a 1/1 For green mana, it's a creature, human soldier scout, also featured not only in Weatherlight, where it was an uncommon, but also a commander deck uncommon. And when Veteran Explorer dies, each player may search his or her library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield. Then each player who searched his or her library this way shuffles it. So it's dying there.
He's got to be naming. You think he's going to name Intuition? I think Emrakul. What's going to get named here? We have some data.
Huh. I want my opponent to cast Intuition if I have access to those, extractions and extirpates. But if I don't have the extractions and extirpates, maybe I want to not let him cast Intuition.
So David Maddox, if he has the Ancient Tomb in his hand, is it 1, 2, 3? He only has 5. He can't do Intuition and Show and Tell in the same turn.
That's
is there
true.
anything that Mills can do to match an Emrakul? I mean, there's no way he brought in Damnation, right? No way. Ooh.
Oh, a brainstorm before names, I suppose.
That
it has to be.
Very exciting.
Can't do it in response to the naming.
Mikey like it.
That is yet another way to use a brainstorm.
Yeah, so he's probably going to hide the Intuition, I would guess.
One of the best ways to use a brainstorm.
I mean, that Veteran Explorer is... Ooh, Force of Will! We're not even going to let you do that.
Wow, so that's a heck of a hymn to Torok.
What was the Force of Will removal card, please?
May have been a Hive Mind.
Second Hive Mind.
It was. Wow. Yeah.
He's just... I think he's probably on just the Show and Tell plan here.
Must
Sensei's
be.
top. Okay. David Maddox.
It was
Hive Mind,
indeed
yep.
Hive Mind.
Wait, Show and Tell. Nope. So Bruce Mills activating Sensei's Divining Top, looking at the top 3 cards. What's he want here? I think he wants a Hymn to Torok would be a good card here. He's already taxed David Maddox with for a Force of Will on this Cabal Therapy.
Yeah.
He hit with a Cabal Therapy earlier.
So that Cabal Therapy actually got 3 cards.
Hymn to
2
Torok would be
Hive
just
Minds and a
perfect.
Force.
Or another Cabal Therapy, it looks like.
Ooh. Cable Therapy.
I mean, Maddox has to let it hit, right? Leyline of Sanctity, Emrakul, Intuition. What was named?
Not.
Show and Tell.
It was Show and Tell named. Okay.
Uh-oh. This looks like trouble. He missed with that. I mean, why would he name Show and Tell? Wouldn't Maddox have just Show and Tell last turn?
Yeah, I guess I would think he would have.
Yeah.
Did he not?
He would have just Show and Tell last turn if it were in his hand. Maybe Mills has the Hella Soul Read and there's a Damnation in his hand, but I doubt it. Eternal Witness? Oh, Kitchen
Finks.
Oh, wow. Bruce Mills does not want to die.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to die either.
Why is there a Leyline of Sanctity in Maddox's hand?
So that he can't be Cabal Therapied and all that crap.
This hasn't worked out at all for him.
No, it's tough to cast that with islands and swamps.
This is the sickest little Cabal Therapy deck I've seen in some time.
He's cast Cabal Therapy now. He just flashed it back.
Yeah.
He's just flashed back Cabal Therapy with the Kitchen Finks. Kitchen Finks has Persist, not Undying, so it just shrunk, just to be clear. Intuition was clearly named, leaving David Maddox with just a card he can't cast and a card he can't cast.
I want Maddox to just draw either... The following cards will be acceptable. Brainstorm, Show and Tell.
If it's anything else,
Anything
I quit.
else, unacceptable.
I'm leaving. One card in Bruce Mills' hand. David Maddox with just an Emrakul
He's got
and
a little
Leyline
clock
of
there, so
Sanctity.
he's got a solid little 8-turn clock. But he's a Sensei's top. That's gonna...
The Rock has a top and a tiny clock.
You've been practicing.
I just thought of that one off the top of my deck.
Oh! LSV, write it down.
It was a miracle.
Man, I know Owen's watching. He's like writing these all down for LSB all weekend. He's like, you'll never believe what Joey Pesco said.
These puns are undying.
Oh, these puns are undying. All right.
They're persistent, actually, in this case.
Oh, God, stop. Stop. Anything.
All right, so Sensei's Divining Top activated for Bruce.
Maddox is looking for something here.
So is Bruce. In with the Kitchen Finks.
So here's the thing, like, Bruce has got Sensei's Divining Top. He has a clock in play. And I'm still skeptical. Like,
I know. It's
this is like 8 turns away from being able to win.
This is a very slow clock.
He's got Recurring Nightmare, though. Come on. Excitement.
Yeah, exactly. Something. And we get dual land.
Savannah.
He casts Grizzlebrand.
Grizzlebrand. Liliana of the... goodbye, Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, whoa. Liliana's insane against Emrakul.
Yeah.
Well, then.
So he discards the Emrakul, which makes sense.
Yeah, especially against Lil.
Yeah. So if he's already gotten... he's only lost 1 Hive Mind, actually. He's got 3 left in the deck, presumably, because he's shuffling the one that was discarded with Cabal Therapy back into the deck. So
Liliana of the Veil is superlative against Emrakul when cast in unfair fashion.
Dark Ritual Liliana. Well, not exactly, but just Liliana.
Bruce Mills is putting up quite a fight here.
I like it. I mean, we want this to go to Game 3. It's exciting.
I like his position much more now. You know, a minute ago I'm like,
now that he's
whatever,
got a Planeswalker.
like,
No.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, like, Kitchen Finks, Veteran Explorer, Cabal Therapy is cute, but Liliana...
Liliana's pretty awesome. Hot tech.
Sensei's
Divining Top.
Divine me.
Looks like he just left it.
So what's this thing? He's just probably going to, like, pick up a land, put it down, and then use the Liliana so he doesn't have to discard. Or
He's actually
thing,
got
whatever
something.
it is.
So Kitchen Finks in again.
Full on
4-2.
thing.
Now David obviously can protect a card because he just held a card. Maybe he's not even intending to protect. This might just be something else he can't cast.
4 lands.
Oh, Thrun.
Last troll.
The final troll.
So this is now a 2-turn clock. Bruce Mills will lose Nada. David Maddox will lose Leyline of Sanctity.
Not so shocking.
And he's going to draw a card. Land Hive Mind. Nope.
Very well could get to land
Sensei's
Hive
top.
Mind. Sensei's top sees land spell, and I don't know what spell it was, but it went on top, so we'll likely see it. Because if he's going to draw it, he's going to activate Lily. Then he's going to probably play that spell before he activates Lily.
Maybe untap his Kitchen Finks.
Maybe he'll do
Success.
that. Yeah, there we go.
Success. I love Kitchen Finks.
Me too. And Thrun and Kitchen Finks.
Sebenu. Bruce Mills excitingly going to the excitement phase.
I just realized, are there no Maverick decks in the top 8? I mean, we don't. There's some decks that are unknown that we're not sure.
Unknown.
Eternal Witness was the spell. He gets, very nice, Windswept Heath. Wants to shuffle so he can get better, fresh cards off of those, that top.
It's just certainly better than just playing a land, right? Those other options.
Well, I
Redeeming
mean,
a land. I think I would have wanted to play that land. What if, unless his last card's like Hive Mind, which is even worse, right? And he's dead, yeah? Does he have like Turnabout?
And looks like top activated and Windswept Heath gonna give him some fresh cards.
I think I would just Ultimate Lil prior to combat. just because I could.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Chances
of losing are pretty thin. I think I would ultimate Lil.
Yeah, I mean,
how often do you get to do that?
I don't think that it would be a terrible thing to ultimate Liliana, but I don't know that it gets him too much advantage because presumably he's got this already.
Yeah, that's
Liliana
why it's
aside.
like I still had all these play.
Did we say 7?
I didn't remember saying.
I don't remember saying any numbers. But anyway, there's
no ultimate Liliana.
No ultimate Liliana.
Bad
so
form.
Finks, Thrun, and Eternal Witness take game 2 for Bruce Mills.
A surprising finale, IMO.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't expect that?
No.
Bruce Mills played that pretty well. I mean, he Cabal therapy like crazy, but that's exactly what he wants to do. I mean, that's his defense against a Hive Mind deck, a combo deck. Discard, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't necessarily think he was going to get 4 Cabal therapies. I mean,
yeah.
And I mean, naming Show and Tell was
a little loose.
I mean, it's almost impossible that it could have been Show and Tell, right? Because you knew he had Emrakul. So
right, so he
would have
probably would have just played the Show and Tell, yeah.
Yeah. Just
All
one
right.
man's opinion.
Yeah, so we looked a little bit at Bruce's sideboard. We didn't look at Dave's sideboard, and we did see he brought in at least a Leyline of Sanctity, if not 4 Leyline of Sanctity.
I don't know about Leyline of Sanctity. Maybe I'm wrong. But I guess it's like the only way that Bruce can stop David from going off, right?
Yeah, I mean, all that targeted discard, I think Leyline of Sanctity's
Will is pretty good.
It's his defense against Bruce's only way to disrupt him. Only real consistent way to disrupt him. Other than that, I mean, he has Divert, which can
Divert. Well, that can't even hit. Oh wait,
he can.
It's lame. Like you don't like you divert like a Cabal therapy,
and he just
then like
names
they just name a card. Just on. Actually, I don't know if you can divert. I don't think you can divert a him to Torek. I think it's target opponent. Why don't you look that up and we'll find out.
Okay. Target player discards 2 cards at random, so you can divert a him.
Pretty good.
And there are 2 hymns in Bruce's main deck. And that's all. I don't see hymns in his sideboard. Trying to see what he can divert. That would be fun to divert. I mean, it's
Maelstrom
like Maelstrom Pulse would work.
Therapy, him.
Yeah,
I don't think Divert's very good.
Okay, Cabal therapy.
You can
is
certainly
also
Cabal
target
therapy
player.
yourself. Like Reanimator decks do it all the time.
Right, exactly. That makes sense. And yeah, he's got Divert, Leyline of Sanctity, Leyline of the Void, Echoing Truth, Blue Elemental Blast. I don't see any of those coming in besides the Leylines and possibly the Diverts.
I don't even like the Leylines very much.
Right, well, I don't necessarily like them. I don't like Leylines in general, but
you don't like any kind of Leylines?
I don't like any of the Leylines. I feel like they're all
even Void.
Like, I mean, that one's the one that makes the most sense to me, but I still don't necessarily like it.
David Maddox, no Leyline in his opening hand, does have a Misty Rainforest, cracking the Misty Rainforest. Prediction?
Probably either an island or a forest, or maybe an island forest.
Ooh, he is actually getting an Underground.
Underground Sea, which is an island. So I was right.
Summoning his solo Underground Sea, which is, of course, $150 bill.
All right, so both players on fetched land into dual land.
What does Underground Sea tell you about his play?
He's got Slaughter Pact in the deck.
Yeah, I think that's what I think.
That's what you're thinking about?
Pact, yeah.
You think he has access to Slaughter Pact here?
I mean,
not necessarily.
Not
He's
want
gonna,
it, you know?
obviously not going to play it just yet, but he might just be using it as a utility spell. All right, Cabal Therapy U, says Bruce Mills. And Emrakul, Force of Will, Ancient Tomb, Pact of the Titan, City of Traders. So he's got 2 Soul Ring lands, Soul lands.
Yeah.
2 Eldrazi, both the same names that can't be in play at the same time, just for those of you wondering. Force of Will, no blue card.
I actually...
And Pact of the Titan.
I
That's
severely
a rough
dislike this hand.
So to me it looks like dead card, dead card, dead card, dead card, 2 soul lands. I mean, I know Pact isn't dead later when he set things up.
Dead.
You know, I don't know. That is a rough keep, I think.
I mean, if he just goes like show and tell, like
yeah,
I feel like a moron,
be
but
nuts.
like
No, but I mean that's still not the statistically correct. You're not statistically going to draw one of your show and tells.
I mean, given the amount of information we have, I do not like that draw at all.
So, do we know what he named with Cabal Therapy?
Did he just
Show and tell.
He named show and tell.
Did he just
okay.
push? Why didn't he just flashback for the double Emrakul right now?
I don't know. Didn't he? I don't know.
It looked like he pushed. He wants to get in once?
I mean, he played the Veteran Explorer. I think he might be thinking about... Yeah, I don't think he actually passed the turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So Veteran Explorer...
Why is he tapping mana?
He's just saying that he had to tap a mana for the Veteran Explorer to cast it.
He was already tapped at first.
Oh yeah, why did he tap mana for
the
Cabal Therapy? He doesn't need to tap mana for Cabal Therapy. It's flashback.
Oh, maybe he's casting something else too, and he's just shortcutting it.
Could be.
I don't know. I would name Emrakul the Aeon Storm. What would you name? FOW.
I'm thinking about it, because I mean, the Emrakul's...
Emrakul's 2 cards for Brainstorm. Don't forget.
That's true, and he just draws a show and tell, and that's
like,
it. So, show and tell Force of Will is not so exciting. In fact, does not even work.
Yeah, he's like, oh, just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Emrakul is the right card to name.
Tear up some Aeons with that guy. That Veteran Explorer.
Okay, so yeah, Bruce untapped the Bayou.
I said
realized
just
it
kidding.
did not cost any. Oh, is that what the just kidding was about? Okay. And we see that David, I believe, has drawn an island.
And he did, in fact,
name the Emrakul.
Name Emrakul, which will cause a big shuffs, right?
Yep. And so we've got Force, Pact of the Titan, City of Traders, and Island left in Chris's hand.
Oh, is he extirpating Emrakul?
I didn't see an extirpate yet, but
yeah, it looks like he is. Yes, he is extirpating Emrakul.
Extirpate Emrakul, nice. Exactly what I was talking about, the how good these cards can be. So now that takes away that plan entirely. So now he has Hive Mind as his only real way to win.
And if there's any justice in the world, David Maddox will just rip a Hive Mind. Of course, I don't believe in justice, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can. He can even like rip a Brainstorm or a Ponder, and then like ponder into it, and then like play his second Soul Ring land, and summon it. Thanks to the Veteran Explorer. What do you think about that, Joseph?
It could happen.
I think that's the most just thing to happen in this situation.
Why are you rooting for David Maddox?
Because I like blue and I don't like the rock.
Okay. Just was wondering.
Yeah.
I'll root for Bruce Mills then, and the rock.
You're rooting for the rock? He did exactly what you wanted him to do.
Extirpate the Emrakul?
I'll tell you what's really going to happen. David Maddox is just going to draw like 3 consecutive white ley lines. Then I'll start rooting for Bruce Mills. I always wanted the Rock to win.
Yeah, did he not shuffle that Misty in? Where's that Misty from?
No, well, maybe. Wait, is there a trigger that makes the Misty go in? Sensei's top. Yeah, the Misty should probably be in, right? Hold. I don't know. Does that not? Well, because it got removed. It would still hit the graveyard, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm real. Not,
Oh,
I'm
well.
unclear on the Misty Rainforest.
Maybe
We're checking on
Are you
that.
asking them?
Yeah. Where that Misty Rainforest was when I thought it was in the graveyard with everything else. I thought that was his graveyard.
I
Actually.
agree. I think that it should have been shuffled in. That is my perception and belief of the game.
Yeah.
Judge says it's supposed to be in.
Yeah. In the graveyard or in the library?
We could obviously just roll tape back and find things out. So he's keeping his ponder. So apparently that's okay. They are
Be in
stopping.
the library.
Okay.
I guess they're adding it now.
Yeah.
Which is obviously completely different ponder top, though.
Yeah, and it's odd too because where is this ponder? The ponder looked like it had resolved.
But ponder
he
is
didn't.
not supposed to now go into the. Is ponder there?
No, he's ponders to the side. I think
Okay.
ponder's right there.
Yeah, they're fixing it now.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, what about how the ponder works? Scarlet Zephyr, yes, we know it's called Nick Fit, but it says The Rock. And Hive Mind? No justice.
Interesting points that.
Oh wait, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
After all that work.
Wow,
And
nice
back
top
to
deck.
the Titan.
It's a miracle.
Boom!
And there it is, literally right off the top.
Justice.
Like, I mean, I guess he pondered into it.
Yeah,
How was?
obviously.
I mean, did he resolve the ponder like, after the thing? I was looking at some of our comments. Did he resolve the ponder the second time?
So like, Bruce Mills is like, do I have an Angel's Grace?
There it is. David Maddox gets a miracle win into the top 4 here.
I mean, Alan Comrie used to always
Yeah,
say.
getting used to the miracle